Hello, good morning. Good morning, depending on where you're joining us from. So, we'll wait for a few minutes for people that haven't joined. So we can just start. And if you're just joining us, you can as well tell us your name and where you're joining us from. Your name and where you are joining us from. It's been a hell of a week last week, but as I know now, those are past, like past and gone. So we are in a new month, we are in a new week, and fundamentally, there's not going to be big news this week. Fundamentally, like I said already, you are a trader. Doesn't mean that you should now neglect the normal things that you know about market, the normal news. Just don't forget it. So, good morning, Shadrach. Thank you for joining us. And then Timmy, welcome. Oh, Adetoro even joined today. Wow. Okay. So, welcome, guys. Welcome. So, Timmy. Shadrach. Mohammed Yusuf. Good morning. So, the thing is very simple. I've not used this system for a while. That's why all this thing is like this. I don't know, but I can use it though. Why is it on why why is it on view only? I can't even do anything on it. But first off, I've already analyzed the market yesterday on my main tab, and everything is just across all my accounts. Fine. So we'll start by the things that we know normally. So what we do here every morning, like it's just like a recap. What we do here every morning is just to talk about the trades that we take. And I trade more like the same thing that everyone does. So nothing new, nothing added. It's just to let you know that in as much as the losses is in your head, upon your space, that doesn't mean that your system is fucked up. No, it's not. It just means that it is part of what you're doing. You get? So let's the normal pair that we analyze on this call is only gold, GJ, and GBP USD. And now we've added USD JPY as per Timmy called it the other day. So let's get started. So it is still the way it is here. So this now is a very clear chart, a very clear chart. Nothing has been done here. It's a very clear chart. So let me just use this chart to demonstrate everything, because going to my chart that I've already did my analysis on, it will be kind of direct. So I don't want that. So let's start afresh. Like I told you already, trading is like telling a story. It's a story that you're telling. So looking at GBP USD, you can see that this is an obvious bullish trend, right? And I've told you this thing before. When you're trading, you're looking at where the market started from, where it's headed, and the obvious place it is going. The obvious destination is going. So this is the point where the market broke out from this bearish range and then started going up. First off, you know that the first place it will take out is this high. And immediately this guy took out the high, you've already known that, okay, this guy is down, this guy is still going up. But what you look out for now is which high is it going to mitigate? What high is it going to mitigate? So you have seen this one here. So that is sorted. Now you know your direction. Let me know what I'm now going to. Remember, you're not a swing trader. You're not that boily. So we're not looking at doing anything at dailies. So from 4 hours, you're now looking for your weekly or kind of intraday entries where you can enter the market and follow suit to the point where the market is headed. So from that 4 hours, you're seeing that it's kind of showing you a very low here and a high here. So this is where the buy started using this OB here, and it is headed where? This place. So this is your own intraday high and low. This is your own intraday high and low. So if you're trading and you're taking all these things into considerations, and you know where the market started from, where it's going, and how it started from those points. So first off, you should check all these things. So now from your intraday, you're now, okay, I've gotten where this market started from my own intraday setup. Now, how do I enter the market? How do I enter this buy or this sell? And if you check, even using the normal feeds that people use, using from the top to that top. So now you see that the market is already in the middle. The price is already in the middle. So what do you now do? At this point, it's very dicey. You say, okay, I want to buy, I want to sell. Why are you buying from outside your range? If you had the minimalistic setups, the minimalistic what is it called? The minimalistic mentorships. At least they'll tell you what these things mean, what it means to buy from a discount and then to sell from a premium. So what are you now doing in all these planes? Knowing that this guy is not even in my space, it is almost out of it, and I want to take this sell. Or from my weekly view, from my daily view, tell me that I'm supposed to be buying. So now that the price is already in your 4-hour zone and you're seeing that it's not even in your discount zone for you to buy from, what do? Fine, you still reduce, because obviously you're a day trader. You cannot take a buy from 4 hours unless you're holding for weeks or months or whatever. That is up to you. The next part is you're going to your 1 hour time frame. Now you're looking for a break of structures, a liquidity point, and the point of where you're going to enter. Last week I told my group people that if this guy breaks this point with a body, I'm going to be buying up from that place that I broke and entered, as per break and retest. Like this. This is your body. It took out, broke it, and came back to this point. I can now buy from here and continue. But as you can see, it did not. It broke out with a week. So what happened now? Price now. This is market open around 11 p.m. Nigerian time, and boom, it took out from this block here. But as you can see, he has not entered very well. So obviously, price hasn't even moved. So this one you're seeing here now is just make it just be. It is not ready yet to do all those moves. So finally, price have given you a decent thing to work with, a very decent other block to work with. And this one is now where you can take your buy from. Simple. Your buy from that point. Simple. From this point now, this buy can go all the way from here to here. Because remember, this guy has not, it hasn't broken this high and closed with a body. Let me even show you so you don't be like that just a talk. From this point now, this is the highest mark. So you can't just say, okay, let me put my SL, my TP somewhere, or go to that high. Look at all these highs here. Let me put it here. It will get there. Don't get me wrong. But market price moves from liquidity zones to liquidity zones. So it's expected that this one will be cleared and closed above, and then come back a little bit, and then gather more liquidity to continue. But for the purpose of this session, you can take a valid buy from here, and then from this point, this is 2.5 R, you can take at least some of the profits. You can lock to break even and then hold till after this dance has finished. Because first off, this is Monday. You don't trade with bias in your head. No, you do what you see, not what you think. So that is it for GBP USD for this week. This is what I'm anticipating. So I'll drop this on IG. What am I saying? On Telegram, so you can take them. Your risk should be at least 1% on your life account, your prop account, and at most 5% on your life account. You don't have to over leverage your account just because counselor gave a setup. No, always risk appropriately. Always risk appropriately, no matter who sent the signal. So the second one is gold. So from the dailies, no need to go in from daily self. Gold has been bullish all this while. Like, it's been fucking bullish. So you're just looking, you know already, no need to go in all these ones. I saw somewhere someone saying that gold is going to fall, that you should be careful. I don't trade sentiment. That thing is called sentimental analysis. What you think, because it's already overbought, you think it should now start selling. No, it doesn't work like that, sir. follow the technicals, follow the fundamentals, and then that's it. All these propaganda gold is going to fall. What is pushing it to fall? I can tell you 10 things that are making gold to rise. The news, the rates, everything is making gold to keep on, like, it is still going. It is still going. When the market opened around 11 p.m., I saw this, but obviously I can't be trading in that session. I can't take trade from outside my session. And even at that, it didn't even tap where I wanted it to tap. I didn't even go tapped here. I can decently take a buy and hold. Why am I holding? Because gold, there's no definite TP to put your gold now. You just, as price is going, be taking your profits and be going with it. That's the only ideal thing to do. But I can't just keep and say, okay, I cannot do anything. This is my ideal setup for gold right now. This is my ideal setup. I'm not going to start using this one. No. This is obviously my ideal setup for gold this morning, Monday. So if it comes back here, this is an obvious liquidity already. So I can buy from this place and then continue. This is the last high I created. At least it's 3 hours already. I can continue from this place. So this is my obvious buy for gold today. So I know that some of my friends are waiting for gold somewhere here. They're waiting for gold somewhere here. Somewhere here. Somewhere here. Some are waiting somewhere here. If you watch closely, you see that even the breakers, gold is not even respecting them clearly again, unlike before. Like this one now, he broke and left. He broke this one and left. He didn't come back to it again. He broke this one and left. He didn't come back to it. Like all the breaker blocks are all left. All of them are left like crazy. So you don't have to start beating yourself to it. If you know touch, that is why, as you're trading, you should get entry models that allows you for continuations. There are entry models that help you when a trade is already in the move. You can use continuation entries to enter those trades and not just waiting for the basic entries, the break and retest, your order block, because gold has not been following order block lately. So if you are in the business of catching trades from supply and demand and all that, you see that gold will don't miss you like mad, like crazy. This place now, your other block is somewhere here. Look at where it came and left. Use simple this FVG here and left. And once you broke this point, you now say, okay, once gold breaks this point, because they've told you before, once price breaks this high, the next thing you're looking for is price to come into that high and then go. So this one tapped. But as it tapped now, how many brokers will pick this? That's the other angle. How many brokers will pick it? Because they want to frustrate you and make you look like you don't know what you're doing. But at the end of the day, don't say because of this, you missed my entry. Let me look for another strategy and start trading. No. So, like I said, always keep your trading simple. If your main setup has been missed, always have a backup entry models. Backup entry models in the sense that you're looking for continuations. What entry model do you use for continuations? Like I already told you about order flow. Order flow meaning when price has already left from your range high, range low, and is headed to your destination. You cannot always catch the buys from the get-go. You cannot always catch trade from the beginning, but you can catch them on their way. That's the reason why if you're flying or if you're using the bus, you're going from your house to work, there are town services that pick people from different areas of your community to the final destination of where you guys are headed. It doesn't mean that all of you guys will enter the bus or the car or the flight from the same place. There are pick-up points, there are layovers, something like that. It's the same thing in trading. So once you miss this first setup, don't say, oh, I don't miss my arrest. No, there are continuation patterns to continue that same setup. For the fact that you know where the market is headed, that is the main first thing. Know your structure. Know where the price is going. Know where you started. Just know it. So stop saying, I think. You know, you don't think. Your views should be based off what you're seeing in the market, not what you think. So for me, this is my ideal entry for gold this week. If he comes back here, I'll take it. If he didn't and breaks this one, well, I can go to 30 minutes and look out for a breaker from this point. But for now, there's no breaker there. Look at it. It's very clear. It's very clear, very decent. So this is for gold. I'll still send this one out. I don't know which trading view is this that have all this nonsense color. Oh shit. This is trading view I used to learn how to trade. No wonder. Okay. This is it. The next one is GJ. Remember, we've already removed BTC from our pair because we don't normally, I don't trade BTC anymore. I trade it, but I don't send the signal anymore because most of the people here are funded account traders, are prop traders, and trading crypto in prop accounts is a menace. Abi, I get them. It's crazy, so I don't do it anymore. So last week, something happened to me on GJ. Last week, I entered the buy of this guy here. Obviously, this thing are going to take off. My TP was supposed to be here, but I didn't. I just said, Omo, let me just leave the kidney where you did. Make I leave it like that. So I took the buy from here because markets have already closed. The volatility of the market have already dropped, and I took the buy from here. And my TP was somewhere above this guy, just 1:3, nothing too much. Just let's say I entered from here. My SL is definitely below this guy. No, if it's somewhere here and then here, 1:3, decent. So I left it and I said I'm going to close it before 10 p.m. because the other previous time, you get what I do. I left trade and spread took us out. So imagine that this spread was against me. Are you seeing the reason why I don't like holding trade overnight? Imagine that this trade, like this spread, that this space here now was against me. The thing would be somewhere here. So your SL that is supposed to be here will now be somewhere there. You have to see how crazy that is. But then this one was, I was on my lock. It's not actually lock because everything is obviously there for you. So this is the place to get the buy from. So my TP was decent here, and I woke up once price market opens. I saw that my TP already hit. I'm like, oh, crazy. Somewhere there, and then boom, price is out. So now, what are you looking at for GJ for this week? Price have taken out this high clearly with a body. You're not looking for any other thing again. It's clearly with a body. For starters, you don't have to start catching anything again. Like I said, know where the market is coming from, know where it's headed. This is the daily market. This is the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame. You can see that this guy is bullish. Yes, from here, and this is the next high that is going for now. This is the next high, but you cannot say that. You cannot rule out the fact that price will come back a bit and then start going up. So in your own time frame, the one you trade from, the one you trade off of, is that English correct? Yes. The one you trade, the zone you trade off of, the zone you trade from or something, whatever. So you know that this guy now can't just continue buying just like that. No, it needs liquidity. I've told you already what liquidity is. Is the fuel that the market needs. It's like a trap that sets it for someone, the person enters into it, and then boom. It's just like setting a bait for something. So liquidity is a bait. So allow it to happen. And something I know about gaps is they must be filled. Something I know about gaps is they must be filled. So for me, for people using what is it called, key levels and stuff like that, this is obvious key level. And now it has broken it again to confirm that it's going to sell, at least to cover this gap. At least to cover this gap. So if you go to 1 hour, I'm now looking for, okay, where am I trying to take the sell from? Boom. And for me, it's from this point. Mini sell, mini sell, 1:3 to here. You're good. Why everything has different colors? Who did this thing to me? Anyway, this is it. This is it. But for my normal entry, this is key levels. But for my normal entries, my entries will be here. And then this will be the liquidity. So my entries will be here for the sell. So here. So if price comes back, obviously this is what we are looking to sell from. Just to cover this gap that market has created. Just to cover this gap. So, but if peradventure price gets to cover this gap before tapping us, delete your limit. If peradventure price taps this, covers this gap before coming to our entries, kindly delete your limit. But first off, market should come down to at least this place to cover all these things before doing anything. So that is the second to last one before the UJ. So the next one now is UJ. Next one is UJ. If you're not a trader, this session will not make sense to you. If you're still looking to learn, it will not make sense to you. You'll be bored the hell off. But if you're a trader already, at least you understand where I'm coming from everything I'm doing here. So that's it. Another people are trying to buy from is somewhere here. Somewhere here. So price should take out all these guys, and then if it takes all this liquidity out, I'm very sure that okay, now you can now have enough power to break out and then start going for this guy. So that is it for GJ. So the last one is UJ. I used to trade USO before. I don't care about this guy. I don't care about this guy. I don't care about this guy. So it's just this four that I trade now. So UJ, for last week, I said a lot of things about UJ and he did as expected. But for now, as you can see, this guy is obviously in a range. He's obviously in a range. This is the last low from the 4 hours, and this is the last high from the 4 hours. And using your simple FIB2 from the top or from the bottom, anywhere, you can see the price is dancing inside this range, hitting this one, coming back down, hitting this one, coming back down, just inside that range. So now in that part, what do you do? What you do is just to wait it all out, or better still, go to pairs that give you clear price actions. So for me, nothing. Anything I'm doing here now is just to force my hands. For me, nothing. Nothing. Why did I say nothing? If you figure, unless the only thing I'll take out is unless price comes back, clear all those nonsense is created, and start from here. Unless this one. Unless this one. Because if you check, this one has already mitigated this one. This one has already mitigated these ones. This one is still mitigated this one. So they've already all tapped. Unless price clear all these buy liquidities, all these ones, and tap from here. So we can see a push up, or price just push up to take out this one. Like I said, price takes out buy side liquidity to sell side liquidity, and then range a little bit and take out sell side again to buy side again. So it is the same story. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. So for GJ again, for UJ again, for me, nothing. 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 The buy that we missed last week, why do you even miss it? Because this one I've already tapped here and then hit your TP here. So why are you buying from here again? It's just obviously not sustainable. So just leave it. And if after this week I didn't see setup on this pair, I'll gently delete it and stick to my three pairs. So if you have any question, this is your best time to ask. If you want me to look at any setup for you, this is your best time to do that. And we still have more minutes to go so that I can allow everybody to go to their daily jobs and all. I don't intend to spend 1 hour on chat anymore on Mondays because people have their jobs and all that. So everybody is not just trading as I do. So if you have any question, kindly drop it on the chat and then I can answer questions around setups and looking for entries. Anything outside these things, please, I will not entertain those ones. So like I said, this is our entry for GBP USD. I'll send it to the group now. I'll send it there now. You don't have any, Timmy? All right. No question. No question. Good. No question. So without wasting any of your time, I'll just go ahead and close so everybody can get on with their life. Thank you for joining. All these entries will be sent to the Telegram channel for this YouTube. So there's a channel that has been created for this. The link for the sessions will be there. The entries will be sent there. But I've been kind of not keeping up with the entries of every week and all that, but I'll start doing that this week. I'll hold myself accountable and everybody should hold me accountable too. So thank you for joining this morning. Thank you, Shedrack. Thank you, Timmy. Thank you, Ade Toro. Thank you, Mohammed. And then see you on Friday when we will try to give out, like, it's called point of discovery, knowing that okay, all this is what I talk today now, did it work on Friday? If it didn't work on Friday, we know what we did wrong and then we'll correct on that and then we'll continue. So that is what I'll be doing on Friday. Coming back, every setup we talked about today, the GBP USD, the gold, the GBP JPY, and the USD JPY, did they follow everything we talked about today? That is what we're going to be doing on Friday and what we do every week. And with time, I'll start curating topics that beginners will need. Everything I'm going to be creating in this channel is going to be beginner friendly. So I'll have a playlist where if you just started Forex New, you can start from there. Sections that are 30 minutes so that you not get bored. If you go through those sessions, fine. You've known at least your left to your right and your circles. You can now choose who you want to mentor you for the advanced and all that. That is entirely up to you. So thank you very much for joining us today and have a very, very good week. To profitable week, and like I said, always risk according to what you have. Don't for any reason increase your risk. If Jesus, like me, come down from heaven, tell you to go and buy gold, don't go and over risk. Don't go on over risk. Risk accordingly, because first off, is your risk management that keeps you in the game. Is your risk management that keeps you in the field. If your account is cleared, bro, you ain't doing nothing again. So, counselor have already said it. If you're trading a funded account, make sure you're risking 1%. If you are in drawdown, go down to 0.5% and then grow your account from there. Once you hit break even again, start risking your 1%. You need decent 3-4 trades to pass your account, even with the losses. 3 trades is 3R each, that is 9R. And then if you lost 2, minus 2 is 7. Get 1 again, account is passed. But the point is, you want to just use Mago to pass the account. It will not work like that. Timmy here has a funded account. Ask him how stressful it is to follow risk management. It is stressful, but follow it. Follow it. It will help you in the long run. Thank you very much and have a lovely week ahead.